Hey everyone, this is Hammer Bro Mike, and welcome back to Banjo-Tooie. So yeah, this is the finale. So it'll probably be a pretty long one, maybe. I don't think this episode's gonna be as long as episode 28. Mainly because that episode had a lot of cutscene and everything. So right now we are opening up the access to the final battle, which obviously there are no pieces on. Also, I'm wearing sunglasses right now, but these sunglasses have an amber tint to them, so like an orangey, a yellowy orange tint to them. I've been having a lot of eye strain lately, and a lot of it has to do with looking at screens all the time, because LED, LCD, well, basically any type of screen, they have, there's what's called blue light that emits from LED, like any screen device, really. And it can be very harmful to your eyes. It can strain it. It can give you headaches and everything. It's just not a good time. And it can really dry out your eyes and everything. And believe me, if you're playing a video game on an HD TV for like 12 hours straight, or even if you're at a computer for that long, just doing whatever you're doing, it doesn't really matter. And you're doing all that, then it's just not a good time. But the glasses I have give like, they make me see like an orange, like a warm tint, and you can adjust with your TV and stuff. Anyway, excellent, you have proved yourself most worthy by opening all the doors. A super special challenge now awaits. One that has no reward yet is the greatest test of all. Press B if you wish to try it. Sure. Behold the super special challenge. Now you will also need to rotate pieces by pressing the right stick or left stick, right? I don't know. Okay, so we use the left stick to tilt. So it's basically, it brings back the sort of classic vibe of like doing the bottles bonus puzzles in Banjo-Kazooie. Only this time you're just one puzzle, and it's basically just a time trial. To see how fast you can do it. Come on. Or, you know, I'll just put it in this corner. Okay, there we go. So far, so good. I can do this. At least it's not 75 seconds like the final bottles bonus puzzle. Because I would have had 1 second left if that was the case. Jigtastic, I declare that 74 is the fastest time. You truly are the chosen one. So yep, that doesn't really do anything. It's just it's basically like if you want to do the puzzles over and over and over again, even though it's that exact same puzzle over and over. I wish it would give you the option just by random, or in order, just like if you were to do it again, would you have like the Mayhem Temple one? Anyway, but before we go back, there's something I completely forgot about that we could have done last time. And that's go back to Jolly Roger's Lagoon here. I was actually planning on doing this at the end, like after the final battle, but I figured now would be the best time to do it. So the jukebox is now active in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. So basically, you have access to all worlds and miscellaneous, so you can listen to miscellaneous tunes. So let's get Spiral Mountain. So some of the reasons were like I went underwater, or I went back in Banjo's house in the first episode. Also, it's fun to see Jolly dancing to the music in very weird, specific ways. So I'm gonna go through all these just to see if I've gotten all. If not, then I'll quickly go back to whatever worlds I need to. Because that is the right thing to do. So far, so good. Though it bothers me that I have to start back at the top of the list each time I go back. So if any of the text was blue, then like if a certain song has blue text, that means that I have to go back and wait a minute. Wow, there really was only 4 tunes in this world. Grunty Industries. Jeez, like I think that there's like a lot, but I guess there's less than that. So Hellfire Peaks. Do I have all the tunes here? Yes, I do. Cloud Cuckoo Land. I should have everything for Cloud Cuckoo Land, yeah. I'm gonna do Cauldron Keep last, as there's gonna be one tune that's missing. Oh. Oh yeah, we have to go by Bottle's house right now. 'Cause they're having the party. And you can't go into Bottle's house, but you can hear music. And we got all of that. And lastly, I know I'm wasting time looking through this, but I just want to show all the songs and everything. Alright. Unfortunately, the music only stays while the jukebox is active, so when you exit it, then it does that. Anyway, so we're gonna go to... where was it? Bottles pretty quickly, and then we'll go back to Cauldron Keep. So yeah, a lot of this stuff I could have just done last time, but... you know, finales are good when they're long, I guess. Or so I hear. So let's get up there. So all we really have to do is just walk into the cave right here. Sorry guys, but you can't come to the party until the witch's history. Yes, Ben Bird must go back to the castle of Bash Mistress. Hurry along, Banjo dear. I'll save you one of my scones. So there, now we only have to get the final boss music, and then we're good. Also, I got a notification, but I was too distracted to see what it was. So let's go in. The Quagmire. Let me check. We're full health. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Grenade eggs. Best eggs. Probably use it against Grunty. So let's get here. And go back to the top. And now it's open. Oh, looks like there's no one here. We should go home now.
Wow, it's one heck of a view from up here.
Sure is, but doesn't it seem strange that Gruntilda isn't up here to meet us?
Obviously chickened out. I've enjoyed our adventure. But let's get back to the card game.
Ah, they referenced the card game again. I knew they would, even though I've played this game for 16 years. How did that get there? Hag 1, monstrous mechanical mud muncher. Banjo. Oop. Look at the size of that. I'm sure it wasn't that big before. How could we have missed it? Simple, you're in your house.
Finally, after 2 years, revenge time. Don't bet on it, Bone Brain. We'll see about that, little bird. We'll see, little bird, we'll see. Where's the laser, Buto? Darn it. Someone pass the manual for this thing. Ah, yes. Here we go.
The final battle with Gruntilda Winky Bunyan is upon us. Alright, I still have grenade eggs. Thought the quiz was over, did you? Think again. I've still got quite a few question cards up my sleeve. Answer correctly, and maybe I'll go a little easier on you. Who is Boggy? A polar bear. Drat, that's correct. I'll only use my slower attack now. Prepare yourself for an unhealthy dose of spells. Let's fight. Oh boy, this is not gonna be. This is one of the reasons why this battle is really tough in this version of the game. And why it's annoying to do for one of the Stop and Swap 2 achievements. Pesky. So, more lasers. How do I switch them all on? This one? Lovely. Here we go again. That's not good. Nope. I'm gonna leave any health right now. Why was Big Terry unhappy? His eggs had been stolen. I've been pretty good with these questions. Alright. Normally, in this case, I would switch the controls to non-inverted. But I think I'm doing decent right now. Darn it. So pretty much you have to get her to 10, like take 10 points of health off her. Oh no. Who lives in an enormous egg just outside Mayhem Temple? Hooter the Rooster. Darn it. There we go. Not again. Time for something new, methinks. What are you gonna do? Plenty more tricks left in this beauty. Activate the mortar cannon. Bombs. You will not defeat me, Gruntilda. What was blocking up the vents and the clinkers? Darn it. I am not... See, if this was N64, it would be a heck of a lot easier. Okay, I need to be careful. Darn it. What are the arch enemies of... You've already asked me this. You're repeating questions. I've been getting pretty good questions because they haven't been that difficult, really. I need more firepower. Bring out the other mortar cannon. Double bombs away. That one's kind of weak, but it works, I guess. Which Jinjo family house did I demolish with my... Oh, so it was you who demolished it. If you're wondering why it keeps facing me the other way, it's because I keep talon trotting. Come on. There we go, okay. I didn't want to have to do that again. Fetch the cannons back in. Open the exhaust port. Oh yes, feel the power of that V10 beast. Crank the drill up. Let's get him. Okay. What I need right now is help. Okay, I think the music's glitched because it's moving at a faster rate than it should be. What number am I thinking of? Wrong answer. You'll be facing my faster attack now. That's lovely. Alright. Alright. So right now, this phase of the battle, we are blowing up these batteries. Eh? I heard an explosion. What's that burning smell? Oh, no. Well, I guess I'm not getting that right away. Come on. No. See, this is where the health regen would be pretty useful, but I want a challenge this time. How many floors were there in my factory? There were 5. Darn it. There we go. Alright, there we go. As long as these bozos don't get in the way, we are fine. But we got it anyway. Oh no, we're losing power! No, don't stop, Mr. Drill. My lovely lasers. Can someone phone for a tow truck? Right, that's it. I've had enough. We fight to the death. I thought, isn't that what we were doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna mosey around for some eggs right now. It's not a good time right now. Alright. Have we got any more tricks left? Ah, yes, the minions. There he goes. Go get them, doofus. So, fun fact, so the move in Glitter Gulch Mine that you use to defuse the dynamite, the beak bayonet, if you actually can't beat this game without that move. It's required for this fight because of these segments. Okay, I see. Aha, of course. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Release the toxic gas. Cyanide and mustard gas flavor. My favorite. So, Come on, stop missing. Come on. I might as well just switch to these eggs. There we go. Okay, numbskulls, time for the biggest, baddest spell I can muster. Prepare to join your buddy Bottles. You'll wish you'd never taken on the mighty Gruntilda Winky Bunyan.
Winky Bunyan? Is that your last name, then?
No, of course not. But don't you go telling anyone or I'll sue you. Whatever you say, Winky.
Now die!
Yay!
Arg, no, the spell!
I've dropped it! Quick, someone get rid of it before it... So basically you have to shoot her while the spell is in her hands. And that did it. Well, we sure showed old Winky Bunyan again, eh, Banjo? Yeah, we certainly did.
Come on, let's get down to Bottles for that party.
Good idea. Let's go to the party. Well done, Banjo and Kazooie. Man, such detail in that banner. Seems a bit quiet for a party. Hey, Bottle Boy, where's the party? Well, it's finished, I'm afraid. That Klungo sure was hungry. He's eaten everything in the house. Humph, Mumbo wanted to boogie. Big heap bummer. It's all your fault, Bird Brain. You should have dealt with the bony crone quicker.
Well, at least I wasn't hiding in my silos like a coward.
Why, you feathered? Oh, useless Wumba hid in Wigwam too.
Shut up, or Wumba turns stupid shaman into a frog.
Me summon gold statue to kick ugly Wumba's butt. Stop it, all of you. You can go outside if you want to argue. Yeah. Kazoo's got a better idea.
Yeah, does anyone fancy a kick around?
Kick around? What's that, punk? Follow us and find out. I love how you can see Kazooie in the backpack there. But you never see her in the backpack like that in any other situation. I always love this.
Take that, witch!
This much fun.
Mamba right, big heap fun.
Pass her to me! Yay. Oh, I think her eye just fell out. You'll be sorry, all of you. Just you wait until Banjo-Tooie. Man, I can't wait for Banjo-Tooie. Whoa. The end. At least it's not game over like in the Xbox 360, in the XBLA version of Banjo-Tooie. So that was Banjo-Tooie. But before we do that, before we end things off, I believe we can... I think there is something we can watch. The character parade. The Golden Goliath. Bovina. Wait, I need to check something really quick. Just a second. Is the game audio on? I can't really hear it. Did I have the music off this entire time? I'm sorry. Did we just do that final battle without... Oh my gosh. I feel really bad right now. That's just... my goodness. At least the cutscene had... music, I believe. Anyway. Let's end off with the character parade. That's much better. I was wondering why there's no music. That's weird. So yes. So the character parade's gonna show off all the characters. Well, like... yeah, I believe all the characters. So that was Banjo-Tooie. And I have to say... it's a really good game. If you loved Banjo-Kazooie, or rather, well, you should play Banjo-Kazooie if you haven't played it yet, but if you've played Banjo-Kazooie, then I would say you would definitely love Banjo-Tooie. If Banjo-Kazooie didn't have enough challenge or difficulty to you, Banjo-Tooie definitely has that challenge and difficulty. There are a lot of things that require, I don't know, it's just like there's so much stuff going on in Banjo-Tooie, so, knowing what, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The point is, if you want to play this game, I would recommend not playing this game first, but playing Banjo-Kazooie first, and then playing Banjo-Tooie. These are two great games that you definitely want to play. I guess I'll do the usual thing. I definitely recommend these two games. If you own if you own a Nintendo 64, try your hardest to get your hands on Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. The N64 version of Banjo-Tooie is very, how do I say it? It's not, well, I mean, I would say, I keep stuttering, I'm sorry. The N64 version of Banjo-Tooie is very slow. The frame rate isn't very good. It's still fun to play, just if you're someone who doesn't like the frame rate bogging down, then you're probably not going to have a very good time with it. If you own an Xbox 360, definitely get Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Both of them are $15 on the marketplace, I believe. So $30 for both games, definitely worth it. You get achievements, the games are in HD, you have leaderboards, you can actually use stop and swap, that's a plus. The only downside would probably be not being able to save your game using cheat codes that the game won't allow you to use, like making use of the other cheats in the sandcastle, like infinite mumbo tokens and stuff like that. You can't do that. As for this version of Banjo-Tooie, it's definitely the more ideal version if you want a game that runs smoothly. Just know that if you want to complete this game entirely, you do have to take the Stop and Swap 2 rewards into account when it comes to completion. So that will require you to get. So you're gonna need Banjo-Kazooie in order to use the Stop and Swap eggs in Tooie anyway, as well as get Stop and Swap 2. You also have to, I would say one of the hardest things in this version is having to go through the bosses in the menu that we were just at to get to the character parade. You're gonna need, you have to basically beat every boss with a combined total of under 15 minutes. If you can do that, no worries. If you can't, then you better keep practicing, because the Grunty battle is going to be the one battle that holds you back. Especially because you only have 5 health. It's just basically giving you default stats and all eggs and stuff like that. Yeah, but you can also download these games, buy them on the game store on Xbox One as well, for both together for $30. However, if you get Rare Replay for Xbox One, you'll get these 2 games as well as 28 other Rare titles for $30 as well. So it's definitely worth it to get Rare Replay instead. But the problem is, with Rare Replay, I would say it's better to get the digital version of it, because with the disc version, you have to have the game disc in order to play any of the Xbox 360 titles, which are downloadable titles that you have to install with the Rare Replay disc, as they're not on disc themselves. So that's something to take into account, because if you want to play Banjo-Tooie, you can't, because you have to have the disc in. So getting it, if you want the game physically, go right ahead. Just know that you'll have to keep going back and forth between, like, you'll have to have the disc in. It's just how it is. But yeah, definitely, if you can afford it, I would say get the games on N64 because that's where they originally came from. But if you can, that's if you can afford it. If you have an Xbox 360 already and you don't have an Xbox One, definitely get both the games. They're both together. They're $30. Like they're not in a bundle or anything. You have to buy them separately. If you have an Xbox One, then I would go for Rare Replay instead of getting the games separately, since you're essentially getting the 2 games anyway, plus 28 other games. 28 other games, including Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and a slew of other games. So, in that sense, definitely worth it. But yeah, like I said, this game is a lot of fun. I know I usually say all the time that, like, you should get these games, but honestly you should, because in a sense it is free advertising for Rare and Microsoft, but like, these are great games that a lot of people seem to overlook, because I don't know, like Banjo, like the first game probably looks all cutesy and stuff, but deep down it can be dark, and this game's pretty dark too. But they're just fun. If you want a good 3D platformer game, or 2 good 3D platformer games, then get these games. They're definitely worth the money. You'll get a lot of playtime out of them. Especially Tooie. That's a long game. Plus, Tooie has multiplayer. You can play with other people. If you have enough controllers, or friends that have the consoles have controllers too, then just bring them over. It's fun. But yeah, there isn't really too much else to say other than I hope you enjoyed. I just hope you enjoyed. Minji Jonko, that butt. I just hope you enjoyed, because I love, like, the games I play on the channel are games that I typically love, or games that, like, I want to try out and end up loving in the end anyway. Like, I've never played Shovel Knight before, and then I played Shovel Knight, and turns out I loved it. It's challenging, it's fun. I like to play games on my channel that I have a lot of history with, in terms of, like, I don't want to say nostalgia, but I would say what I want to say is just, like, with my childhood, which I guess ties into nostalgia too. But you know, you always have memories of certain games or movies or books or whatever with family, friends, and that's what makes them so memorable too. But honestly, it's just, this game definitely worth it. But I don't get this game alone. If you're gonna get this game, get it with Banjo-Kazooie, because honestly, these 2 games are really great titles. Definitely play them. And if you ever want a true Banjo sequel from Rare, which I don't think they'll ever do, but if you want a true Banjo sequel from Rare, then show your support, get the games, support the official release, don't ROM hack and everything. Oops, I forgot to move so it didn't darken. Anyway. But yeah, it's just, these games are fun. It feels sad that I'm done with it. I mean, granted, there's still Grunty's Revenge, as well as, there's Grunty's Revenge. There's also Nuts and Bolts, but Nuts and Bolts is not really a game I want to play on the channel. There's a lot to the game. And Grunty's Revenge I want to do later on. I don't want to do right away, or maybe in a year or something I'll play it. But I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking of possibly playing a Dragon Ball game. After this, I'm thinking about it. So I'll let you know. Well, I mean, you'll find out if you made it to the end of this video. Well, this episode, but... yeah, that was Banjo-Tooie. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go over something here. So, one of the Stop and Swap, actually 2 of the Stop and Swap 2 achievements, one of them requires you to die 40 times in a boss fight. So that happens over and over and over and over. That I'll leave for a bonus video, and including going through these boss fights. Though depending on, I might do them as separate videos, I don't know, but... or I'll try to condense them all into one video. But... yeah, the other Stop and Swap 2 achievement, I believe we only need 2 more, but... the last one requires us to defeat all bosses in under 15 minutes. So basically, like, the combined total from each fight has to add up to under 15 minutes. And I'll show you what my leaderboard record is for it real quick. Oh, it's right here, never mind. So, just under 16 minutes, so I have to shave off at least a minute of time if I want to get an optimal record. And that sucks, but that's the way it is. But yep, that was Banjo-Tooie. So, yeah. Next time on Hammer Brew Mike, the YouTube channel of which that is mine, we are going to be playing a different game. Probably, I want to say Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. That's what I want to play next. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!